It's amazing. 2 times in a row, especially with the 3 seniors and us, just going through it all.
You lost 2 times to IKM-Manning in the regular season. The last one was kind of a wake-up call, according to Coach Rucker. I guess what was different here tonight compared to those 2?
We just rebounded the heck out of the ball and just played aggressive because the last game that we played them, we didn't play very aggressive, so we knew we had to come out and play aggressive. You
definitely were really aggressive in that first half. I think you were grabbing every board within your vicinity. You even knocked over your teammate Ben Chapin there. What was going through you during that first half?
They just said rebound, 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 so I just took it to heart and went for them all.
You talk about, I mean, 2 really hard charged. I mean, the last 2 years, sub-state final against Kemper, sub-state final here, 2 really highly emotional games. How do you compare them?
I don't know. It's about the same, you know. Big gym, big crowd, loud noises. You just gotta keep going through it all.
4 starters back that played in that state tournament last year. What are you guys thinking about when you go into Des Moines now?
We just gotta play with our composure, play our game, and pound it inside.
Well, congrats, Jake, and good luck to you there.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Great job.
I was just thinking if he got the ball, just try to get it out of his hands, and then once it left his hands, just don't let him get it back.
Tell me about those last 2 possessions where, you know, they had to take a timeout. Seemed like you guys had everything swallowed up. What did the coaches say to you guys in the huddle? They know what was coming there?
We were just gonna try to not let him shoot it, I guess. And, yeah.
What about that last one? Was Trey Castle trying to foul there?
Oh yeah, he was. He's supposed to foul once he dribbled.
Turned out all right. Tell me about your offensive game in that first quarter. You really got out hot early on. What was going good for you here?
They're just really focused on Jake, so it left me open there, and I just made some shots.
Last year, you were more of a role player, reserve player at state. Now you're going to be one of the starting 5. You're going to hear your name called as a starting 5. Is that a little more special than last year in that regard?
Yeah, it is. I just need to focus more and play better, I guess.
Matt, great job. Well, good luck there, all right?
Thank you.
3rd time's the hardest to beat a team. You know, we kind of knew that, but you got to give them credit. They played out of their shoes. I mean, you couldn't help it. We just had to stay disciplined in defense. We told ourselves, you know, all week in practice that it's the first one to 50. If you can keep it under 50, we'll be good. And we kind of set some goals to, you know, keep people under. And so I think we did a good job of that tonight.
Last few possessions, I mean, they had it with like 45 seconds left and had to take a timeout, and then they lost it. And then the last play there where you guys tried to foul. Maybe did foul, but either way, what were you guys doing there defensively? Did you guys kind of have their playbook in your head or something?
We kind of kept the playbook to a minimum. We only went over a few sets that they ran a lot, so that way it wasn't too much for us to handle. And you know, we just kind of kept telling ourselves, you know, we got to stay aggressive. We wanted to come in and do a full 32 minutes, you know, of aggressiveness. It didn't quite work out in the 3rd quarter for us, but you know, we picked it back up and kept going. So.
What was going through you there in that 4th quarter, making big play after big play? You definitely didn't want the season to end here.
No, us seniors beforehand, you know, we didn't even say at the beginning of the year either that we wanted our season to end back up in Des Moines. And I think the underclassmen all knew that too. They all wanted to send us out on the right note, I guess, and they all knew that we had the team to do it. And it's just a great feeling, you know, with playing with your teammates. You know, it wasn't I won, he won. It was all of us, including the town, including everybody. It was just a great game.
4 starters back from that team that played there last year. What's going through your head in terms of what you want to do there?
Last year, I think it was we kind of focused, win the first one, and then enjoy the next 2. I think this year we'll still enjoy it, I think, but we'll probably mean a little more business this year, and we'll just see what happens, I guess.
Trey, great job, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, this one was harder than last year, and I didn't think that was possible, but let's first say what a great team that IKM-Manning is, and my heart aches that their season had to end. In this coaching profession, we've all been there before. Keith is a marvelous coach. They are a marvelous team, and in order to knock a team out like that, you almost got to rip their heart out. And when you're talking about trying to rip out Sam Wagner and Cody Eisscheid and the rest of their hearts out, it's next to impossible, and you get what you get there tonight. But we have a lot of respect for them, and they're a great program. Wish this would have happened in a state quarter or state semifinal.
And me too. There's a lot of stories that can be written about this one, but talk about that last 40 seconds or so. Your defense was just swallowing everything up. They had to take another timeout, and then they stolen away by Deitchler, I guess. Was that just great scouting, great execution, combination of both?
Well, great execution for sure. We really executed down the stretch. Once we got over our missed free throws, then I thought we really executed down the stretch. Even down to the last possession, we were trying to foul, and I thought we executed great. We wanted to stay aggressive. When we played them the first 2 times, we were back on our heels the whole time, and it was really frustrating. We didn't feel like we'd given them our best shot, and so we wanted to make sure we were aggressive and then let the chips fall where they may.
You mentioned that loss to close the year at home was a major turning point for your team, and it was just like the last game of the season. Well, the last WIC game of the season. You're like, how can that be a turning point at that point? But I mean, it's just such a quick turnaround.
Absolutely, but quite honestly, Derek, we weren't hungry until 3 weeks ago when we got absolutely humbled by this team out here, and we got what we deserved 3 weeks ago. And we had a real heart-to-heart with our kids and said, there's some changes we need to make. One of them was I started putting Matt Deitchler on the team's best players. I don't know what I was thinking up until that point, but now he's defending the heck and made a play down the stretch. But the thing we told him is we can't make you hungry, and we can't do that for you. And they did that for themselves. And now we said, with our talent level, we got enough time. But there hasn't been one day since we got humbled where all of our kids, all 15, we had 19 practicing, all 19 haven't been in the gym for at least half an hour. And they're not just in there jacking up shots. They're in there they're sweating, they're working. They earned the right to be successful and the right to go to the state tournament, and we had not earned it up until 3 weeks ago.
We're about 10 minutes past the end of the game here, but I'm going to ask you this anyway. You've got 4 starters that started there last year. What's the goal?
Right now the goal is to go win one. You can't do anything unless you go win one. We'll find out tonight who we play, and we'll be up all night prepping for them, get the scouting report in. But obviously our kids want to do better than they did last year. But our challenge as a coaching staff is going to get the focus on game 1 because 2A is really loaded this year.
Coach, thanks. Congrats on another sub-state final win, and good luck in Des Moines.
Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it.